What up, cartoon fans? Well, there's a lot of new cartoons that debuted this year, and I have to say we have some awesome ones, especially if you're a person like me that grew up in the 80s, some resurgence of those shows. And I want to first talk about the one show that got the most time to develop, which is Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I have to say, being a big fan of the 90s Spider-Man, X-Men, Hulk, all cartoons, I have to say this is probably one of the best Marvel cartoons of all time. I mean, the fact that you got the original Avengers with Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Ant-Man, and Wasp, and then introducing Captain America, Hawkeye, Black Panther, and more on the way. I have to say this has to be this is a total fanboy's dream come true. We get to see every Avengers villain, from where it's Baron Zemo to the leader, Red Skull, and so many others. And we're 13 episodes in, or 23 if you count all the micro episodes, and I've loved every single one. It has a great mix of action and humor, likable characters, and conflict. And I have to say, this is the best thing to show that Disney and Marvel is a match made in heaven. And I hope this show continues for years, especially when the Avengers movie comes up. And if you haven't seen the show, watch it now. Now let's get on to the new shows. One of the new shows that premiered on Friday on the Hub was G.I. Joe Renegades. Now, I've been a big G.I. Joe fan, loved G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, back in the 80s, watched it with Transformers G1, and I have to say, I feel a little mixed about this show. Not digging the animation. I like Snake Eyes' look, but everyone else, especially like Scarlet and the Baroness, look very ugly. I mean, G.I. Joe Resolute really spoiled me because I love the animation, I love the tone of it, and this show is really trying to go for a darker tone. Just like Transformers Prime, right in the first episode we lose a member of the team, and it has to be Ripcord, and it's really surprising that it's Ripcord, for the fact that Ripcord was in the G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra, and and he's an African American character, so it's a little racist. No, but I mean, so I don't know. It's weird that they're running away from, General Hawk, and they're on the run. The premise, the action is cool when they have action. It's just the premise is a little weird for me. I don't know. I'll give it a shot, but it's definitely not my favorite G.I. Joe incarnation. I definitely like Resolute and the original 80s one better so far, but I'll wait and see. Next we have Young Justice. Now, this show won't premiere until January 2011, but we got like the first 2 episodes in a 1-hour movie on Cartoon Network, and I have to say, I love this. Oh my god. Whereas Batman Brave and the Bold, even though I've been told it's a good show, seemed too cartoony for me, this just was awesome. It brought back the DC animated universe that I liked with Batman the Animated Series and Justice League Unlimited, and I like that it's also bringing like the more darker toned like direct-to-video DC anime movies, whether it's Green Lantern First Flight or Wonder Woman or Crisis on Two Earths or Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, and I really like that a lot. I like that the Robin we have is Dick Grayson Robin, the Kid Flash we have is Wally West, and it's really cool to see that these are younger versions of them, unlike in Justice League Unlimited or whatever. So we get Barry Allen Flash, we get all these people, and I'm really loving the action. It really started out great. I really can't wait to see more characters, see how it developed. I really can't wait. Hopefully Cartoon Network won't cancel this show like it cancels all the good shows, so I can't wait to see more about this. Now on to my favorite of the new shows that just premiered on Friday, Transformers Prime. Wow, I have to say that after losing anime, which I still love that show, this is definitely filled that void. Now, this is the first CGI show since Beast Wars, or Beast Machines, I guess. So it's great to see the CGI, which is really awesome. It's definitely great. It's very Clone Wars looking CGI, which is cool. And not only do the models, it's cool because they look kind of movie design, but they're different. And besides the look of it, it has tons of action. Definitely, like it's definitely a darker tone. I mean, just like G.I. Joe Renegades, we lose a member of the team, and then sad spoiler alert, it's Cliffjumper. I did not expect that, especially when you have The Rock, Dwayne Johnson voicing him. I guess you can't afford to have him all season, so I guess they had to kill him off. But sad that we had to lose Cliffjumper. But it really set up the tone, just like Beast Wars, that people do die in this universe. It's not like G1, where no one dies on TV, but then everyone dies in the movie, and then no one dies again on the TV. So that's cool. I like the human characters. I love that Jack is voiced by Josh Keaton, who I love in Spectacular Spider-Man, and I get a very Spidey Peter Parker feel from him with his jokes, like the Fight Club line, and I love it. I think he's definitely one of the best human characters in Spike, if not better than Spike. And Miko, she can seem a little bit annoying, but she's definitely not as bad as Sari or those freaking Armada kids. So I'm giving her a chance. And Ralph is pretty cool too. Agent Flower, definitely, it's cool to have Ernie Hudson, so he's pretty cool. I love the Autobots. Peter Cullen as Prime. What can I say? He is living legend. And to have Welker back as Megatron, I love his voice and so cool. And with him and Steve Bloom doing Starscream, I love their dynamic. It's very G1 dynamic. The only thing that I don't like is that besides Megatron, Starscream, and Soundwave, is that we don't really have any Decepticon characters yet. And we just get a lot of drones. And I know that's typical in a lot of these shows to have a lot of drone characters, but I hope to see a lot more of them because Soundwave doesn't really talk either, so I'd like to see more dynamics with the Decepticon thing. And also, the other thing I kind of don't like is that Bumblebee is given the movie treatment where he talks with sounds, and I don't know, it's just like either Bumblebee either talks too much like in animated, or he doesn't talk at all like in the movies and in this. So I wish it was more like the War for Cybertron Bumblebee or G1 Bumblebee. But besides with that, I'm loving the show. RC2 is really cool. I like that the motorcycle thing works. She can be very sassy, which is cool, and but also Ratchet has that kind of Ironhide mentality. But I'm really liking it. So what do you guys think about Transformers Prime and all the other shows? Which is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below.